in about 10 minutes. So Michael Monahan announced to all y'all at the assembly today that Mr. Durrant and I would be doing the senior forecast. This is misinformation. In a forecast, we sit up here and tell you what's going to befall you in the future. Well, neither one of us is a particularly skilled prognosticator.
Wow.
No.
We're not sure what is going to happen, but we do feel relatively certain about our ability to be precluders of the future. We're going to tell you what is not going to happen for the members of the class of 2011. So,
I am a precluder, is that what I am?
You're a precluder.
Thank you.
Precludarian, if you like.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Give it time.
So these are things, we have a list of things that will never happen. Is this what you're saying?
Pages of notes from which we have taken selected excerpts to share glimpses of with these folks.
Yeah, I like it. Go ahead. What's our first list?
Well, you know, I teach English, and we study these things called books. Now,
I've heard of those.
There aren't a lot of particularly literate folk among the seniors of 2011. And even if any of them did write their life story, sit down and create a memoir.
A what?
A memoir. It's French, yeah.
Okay.
There are certain titles that would never be used for books that would never be written by these seniors.
So these are memoirs we're never going to read.
Never going to happen.
Okay, go ahead.
You want an example?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the title and the author.
Title, author. Got it. Go ahead.
#1 memoir never to be published by the class of 2011. Me and the Naked Mole Rats, All the Things We Have in Common, by Farron Messerly.
You're not gonna. No. I think I understand.
How
I think
goes?
so. I
Okay,
think so.
What else will not be written?
The Joys of Modesty, Clothing That Conceals, by Alyssa Watson.
In Few Words, by Michael Monahan.
That book will never be written, no. Calm, low-key, cooperative. I'm not describing myself, but Calm, Low-Key, Cooperative, How to Work with Others by Amanda Doig.
Yes!
You're not going to read that. You're not going to read that, no.
And the final words that will not be published by these seniors, Tyler Earhart's How to Grow Up.
As you know, I peruse the hallways of Hidden Valley often.
Peruse them or you perambulate them?
Wow.
Yes. And I hear a lot of things that I probably shouldn't hear.
I know the feeling.
But these are things that I have never heard in the hallways.
And never will hear.
That is correct. I will never hear these words.
Go ahead.
For an example, I have never heard Alex Applin say, "This Cheese Whiz is delicious on this Big Mac."
You will never hear that.
No. I've never heard it.
Something else you will never hear spoken. Sean Davis saying, "Now is not the time for sarcasm."
John Ambrosini has never said in this hallway, "What's the big deal? It's just basketball and LeBron James. No big deal."
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
You know, that shoulder shrug, letting it roll off your back.
Yeah.
Also not going to happen in this instance. Anna Baumgartner saying, "It doesn't matter, do it however you like."
No, I've never heard that either. It seems like Ashley Pendleton's in the hallway quite a bit.
And she does talk a fair amount of the time.
And she does. And I've heard some of her conversations, but I have never heard her say, "Why does nobody understand? I have a twin sister."
Yeah, I'm not going to hear that one.
No.
Yeah. Sam Ice is another one that talks a lot. You know what you will never hear Sam Ice say? Please don't ask me to participate. I prefer watching in silence.
No. I've had a lot of conversations with Kara Fixo, and I have never heard her say this. I've never heard her say, "Of course, Durrant, I'm fat. It takes a lot of food to keep this mouth full."
Dana Powell,
I know her,
in
yes.
all of our many conversations,
Yeah.
has never and will never say, "I don't have a story that goes with that."
No. I have never heard these words uttered here. Hi, it's great to meet you. How are you doing? I've never heard Joey Oliphant say those.
And you never will.
No.
No. But a young man who talks quite a bit has quite a lot to say, Daniel Wardle.
Yes, I know him, yes.
Of all the many things he will say, and he will say darn near anything,
Yes.
these words will never come out of his mouth. Please stop looking at my butt.
No, you will not hear those.
No. Now, you know, kids are not the only ones who will never say certain things. There's also certain things that will never be said about them.
For an example.
Well, you know, there's a staff room over there.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've been in there once or twice a year, yeah.
Yeah. And the students may not know this, but teachers talk about them.
I can't believe that.
No, it's kind of shocking that they would ever refer to their students at all.
Mm-hmm.
But they would never make certain comments about people in this class.
Go ahead.
Here is a comment that I will never hear a staff member make. "I had to kick her out of class today. I just couldn't take her mouth anymore. Kelsey Smith never shuts up."
No, we haven't heard that. Another one I haven't heard. I heard this Patrick Bailey laugh in class. At least I think it was him. He's such a distinctive laugh.
Very hard to tell
Yeah,
when he's
yeah,
laughing. Yeah. I will never hear a staff member say, "I love racial diversity at Hidden Valley. I have Carly Nelson and I go Peckham in one class."
Yeah, no, you're not going to hear that. You know that as a caring teacher that I am, I'm often worried about kids who don't participate in class.
As am I.
Yeah, and I have never heard this in our staff room, but man, I just can't get Caleb or Austin to participate in class. They're just so sullen, they're so quiet. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, who are you talking about?
Yeah.
I will never hear a staff member say, "You know, there are just such wonderful big teddy bear guys in the class of 2011, just warm, fuzzy, wrap your arms around them, make your life bright, happy, and sunny, you know, like Chance Kirsten."
Oh. I thought you were talking about me.
No, not this time.
Some things that you would not hear in that room over there. I'm really worried about Drea Hansen and Sarah Grant. They just don't seem to be adjusting very well to Hidden Valley.
They're so reserved
They
and
are.
hesitant.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. I've never heard a teacher say this. "It's ridiculous. Puppy eyes, all gaga, every week, new crush, different guy, Kara Fixo, get a grip."
Right. Settle down. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Another thing I hadn't heard before, you know that Keith Campbell and Ben Nelson, they're such venomous people. They're always fighting. I break them up at fights all the time.
Venom flows through their veins.
Venomous, yes.
Yeah.
That wasn't a very good list, by the way, but go ahead.
I understand, Mr. Durrant, you have a television.
I do, yeah.
See, I don't.
Yeah, I tend to watch a lot of television, and my favorite channel is kind of a religious channel in my house. It's called ESPN. Have you ever heard of it?
I think it rings a bell.
Okay.
It rings a bell, yeah.
Whenever you stop those memoirs, you might go ahead and watch some TV, and you hear all sorts of stories about well, everything on ESPN nowadays, but I have a list of things that you would never hear on ESPN.
Never to be heard on ESPN. Let's have some examples.
I see you have the list as well. Here's a story you would not hear on ESPN.
Quote it to me.
Braden Monin is banned from the NBA after testing positive for steroids.
How about this one? No, how about this one? Lindsay Connard wins her 3rd straight hot dog eating competition.
No, you're not going to hear that, no. Proving you are what you eat, swimmer Jenny LaRue turned into a goldfish. Just turned into a goldfish. It made her a better swimmer.
Now, I appreciate the alliterative excellence of this next one, but I still don't think it's going to qualify for airtime. You ready?
Go ahead, please.
Boxer, Buck Broadhead's Brainiac brother bolsters Bolivian bobsled bunch.
Oh boy, you're not going to hear that because Buck's not Bolivian.
Burmese, right?
Right. Yeah. A headline that you're not going to see on ESPN.com. American soccer hero Shar Tibbetts did not attend a celebrity visit to Disneyland since she was not tall enough for the rides. Maybe you will see that, I don't know, but I don't think so.
And when you're listening to the rundowns on Ultimate Fighting, you will not hear this one. Rochelle Flick announced she is retiring from her illustrious Ultimate Fighting career after getting knocked out by Lucy Sotelo. Again.
Wow. Illustrious Ultimate Fighting career and Flick probably do not go well together, no.
Nah, it's all talk.
Now, I watch ESPN, but I know one thing you do in your classroom a lot is you listen to music.
Music? What's music?
Never mind. So I have a list here of songs that will never be released.
And it is a winning list, to be sure.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
let me just share with the crowd here the #1 song on your list of never to be released.
You're not going to hear this. Go ahead.
All right? The song, I'm So Glad the Civil War is Finally Over by Clark Morningstar.
You might hear Clark, but not that song.
Not likely.
Another peachy person is Stephanie Carter. Do you know Stephanie?
I love Stephanie Carter.
And she loves you and me.
I've seen that
in
action.
And you're not going to hear Stephanie sing the lyrics to Time, Love, and Tenderness.
Probably not.
No.
But speaking of tender love songs that we're not going to hear on the air, I think Sarah Rydell's I Love You, Albert P. will grace our ears anytime soon.
You're probably not going to hear that, no.
Sad.
No. I have one more song that you're not going to hear.
One more.
Just last one, I promise.
All right.
We've all heard the song I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It.
Even I have heard that one.
Yes. Cody Jones will not sing the remix.
Until next year. That's all we got. Thanks.